and welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer, and if you're new here, welcome, and I hope you like this video. If you happen to like this video, please hit that subscribe button and click that like button for me for the YouTube algorithm. In this video, I will show you step by step how to make the Mandalorian patch. So let's get started. For this patch, I will be using this 4x4 hoop. This did not come with the machine. I actually bought this hoop separately. I'll link that in the description box for you. So I'm just grabbing some felt. This is just regular craft felt. I use this for my stockings too. And I grabbed my crafting scissors and cut out a piece of felt. I also grabbed a scrap of cutaway stabilizer. And all the materials that I'm using I will be putting in the description box below, so check those out, and I'll put links down there for you. So you can put this on there like that. I'm actually going to do that off camera. Okay, so you can float the felt if you want. I'm just putting it on here just to make life easier for me because floating kind of requires two hands. So I'm going to turn on my machine. Okay, there we go. And there's the bobbin. I'm just checking real quick to make sure I have enough thread on here. I have accidentally started a project and the bobbin was almost empty. And then I had to kind of pause my project and redo the bobbin. So this bobbin looks pretty good for this project. It doesn't need, this Mandalorian patch doesn't need that much thread, so we'll be okay. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna let this go. Okay. Now that's ready for the hoop. So I'm gonna hoop this onto there. Hold on, let me maneuver my camera. Okay, so make sure the foot is up, and we're going to put this onto the unit. Luckily, this hoop is smaller, so it's a lot easier to maneuver with one hand. Sort of. There we go. Okay, now that the hoop is on, we can start our project. I want to mention that you will need a USB stick. And I think I got mine at like Walmart, but they have them on Amazon too. Because if you purchase patterns, you're going to need something to put them on. And then we're just going to stick this in the USB port. And then I'm going to show you how I get patterns off of this stick. Okay, so you see that button right there? All right, we'll push that. And then I have mine organized in folders. Since we're doing the Mandalorian, I'm just going to grab PES folder. I actually need to go through here and delete all these because I only need the PES file, and that'll just save some room onto my stick. Okay, so this shows different sizes, and it shows you what size they are. So that's a 2x1, 3x2, roughly 3.5 by 2.5, and these are all too big for the hoop that I'm doing. So I'm just going to do the smallest one, which is the 2.5 by 3.5, which ends up being a little bit bigger with the border. And you can actually save patterns onto the machine. But I'm actually going to show you how I make a pattern for the patch. I'm going to go back here and grab that, hit set. Okay, so it shows you the pattern that you selected, and I'm going to add a border. I'm going to go back here and click a border that I like, and I like this one. And there's different kinds of borders you can choose from. And you can scroll through the pages and find which ones you like. I chose a simple border just it's just easier. It looks sleek and smart, so I liked that. Okay, so now that we have the border, I'm going to make the border just a little bit bigger so it's not touching the Mandalorian. Okay. Make it a little bit taller. There we go. Okay. Good. Okay, so this button shows you what it looks like. And that looks pretty good. Okay. And if I like it, then I get to hit OK. And if I don't need to do anything else, hit Edit, End, and then this page allows me to know the border of the patch. So it kind of gives me an idea of how big it's going to be. So I'll click this. I'm just going to let it go. It's showing me the outer border of it. Perfect. That'll fit nicely. Okay, go to embroidery, and then we are ready to embroider. I just need to load the colors. This, for some reason, gives me two different colors. I'm just going to stick with black. So instead of the 519, I'm just going to stick with the 900 for both. Oops. Okay. Okay, so that's how you make one. I'm actually just going to pull up the one I've already made. That's already saved in there. Okay, so basically it's the same thing, right? So it's easy. Once you make one, you can save it onto your machine and then embroider, which is a lot quicker. So once you make one, then it gets faster and faster. So I'm going to load the machine with black thread. Here's my black thread, number 900. We're going to use for both. Okay, so we're just going to load this. And this tells you which direction the thread should be going. You'd think that wouldn't matter, but I guess it's pretty important. Okay. Sorry for the crazy camera angle. I'm doing this one-handed. Okay. Grab the top here. Stick it there because that's important to have that. I've accidentally did a project without that on top and the tension was all messed up. So learn from my mistake. Keep that on there. Okay, so 3 up to 4 down to 5 and 6, which requires 2 hands. So I'm just gonna put the camera down real quick. There we go. Okay, 6, 7, 8 is a little cutter, 9 is the threader. Great. I'm gonna grab my scissors real quick. There we go. These are my curved scissors that I use for appliques. Just gonna grab this thread and pull it through. And we are ready to rock. I like to leave the lid up so I know that the thread is going. Okay, so here's the foot back here. I just wanted to show you a better angle. So that's what the foot looks like. There we go. And we put it down. So when we put the foot down, that's what it looks like. And the light is green, which means we're good to go. Just trying to move this out of the way. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's do this thing. Okay, I'm just going to pause it real quick and lift the needle and lift the foot and just trim this little bit. All right, once I have this trimmed, I'm just going to let this go. And we are finished. Finished embroidery, okay. Just gonna pop this out and I'll show you what I do next. Okay, so now that we're done, see these little sections here? We're gonna clip those, but first I'm gonna put some fray stuff on them. Grab my messy drawer. I'm gonna grab my fray check. This stuff is amazing. There's my fray check. It basically protects your string, so when you go to cut the string, it will not unravel. And I'm gonna put it around the border too. Oh my gosh, my finger's in the way. I'm trying to get as close as I can so you can see it because it's clear. Okay, so do it all the way around. And then once you're done, you cut it out. And I accidentally clipped this, but that's okay because the fray check will keep it so it doesn't unravel. So once you cut it out after it's dry, it takes about, I don't know, 20 minutes to dry. Cut it out, and then I put some more fray check all along the edge again. That way, any stitches you accidentally cut won't go anywhere. The fray check is amazing stuff. It's like a hardening for thread. Okay. And there is the finished patch. It's all dried up, it's all finished. If you check out the description box below, I have everything that I have used, down to every single material that I've used for this project, as well as the Etsy listing for this particular patch, so check those out. And in my next tutorial, I'll show you I think I might do the Triforce next, so look out for that. I'm super excited to show you all the patches that I have on my shop. And if you have any suggestions for future patches or projects that you want me to show you, please hit that subscribe button. If you aren't subscribed yet, hit the like button on this video and put a comment down below. Tell me what you want to see. I would love to hear from you, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!